Pats Nation, what is up? It's your boy Patriots Koba here with another video, and I promised you guys a video on the Patriots 2018 schedule. Shout out to my boy Beast Mode for the idea, but without further ado, let's hop into the video. So in this video, I just want to say I'm not going to be talking about my predictions and what I think they're going to win and lose what games, because it's a bit too early for that. Usually these videos kind of start coming out in about August, July, sometime around there, but as of right now it's a bit too early because the Patriots have not finalized moves. We don't know who's staying on the team, we don't know who is going to be leaving the team, potential signings. There's a lot of time for things to be happening, especially with all the camps that the Patriots are having. It's just a lot. It's a bit too early for me to figure out who I think is going to win and lose, especially with other teams that will also be making moves still. But you can expect that video to come out in a couple months. So I want to go over the preseason schedule first, because that is something that also happened that I'm sure you guys are curious about. So the Patriots will be playing the Redskins, Eagles, Panthers, and Giants in the preseason. They will start with the Redskins on August 9th at 7:30, and then they will play the Eagles on August 16th at 7:30. Then on August 24th, they will play the Panthers, and then on August 30th, they will play the Giants. And it seems like we always play the Giants. I don't know, is that just me? I just feel like we've always been playing the Giants, but, you know, it's whatever. It's always a very tough competition between the two. So, who I think will win the preseason games will come out way earlier than who I think the regular season schedule, who will win that will come out. So, as for the regular season, the Patriots start off with the Texans, and they will be playing at home, which I do love. I love when the Patriots start at home. It's always good. They always seem to be rolling well. So they will start with the Texans on September 9th at 1 o'clock. Week 2, we have a playoff rematch at the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is September 16th at 4:25. Week 3, we are at the Lions at 8:20 on September 23rd. Week 4, we are versing the Miami Dolphins at 1 o'clock on September 30th. Week 5, we are versus the Colts October 4th at 8:20. Week 6, we are versus the Chiefs on October 14th at 8:20. Week 7, we are at the Chicago Bears on October 21st at 1 o'clock. On October 29th, this is week 8, we'll be at the Bills at 8:15. And then week 9, we are versus the Packers, which is a very exciting game. I'm very excited for that. That's got to be one of my favorite games. Like I said, versus the Packers on November 14th at 8:20. Week 10, we are at the Titans on November 11th. Sorry guys, the thing that I was reading off of had it on October, which was not correct. But like I said, we are at the Titans on November 11th at 1 o'clock. On week 11, we have a bye week, which the Patriots will have to rest up, kind of get back into things. Hopefully that will be a time for any injured players to get back up on their feet, start recovering. That's why I always love having the bye week more into the season, because if it's in the beginning of the season, chances are there won't be as many injured players. So I always love having the bye week later. Week 12, we are at the Jets on November 25th at 1 o'clock. Week 13, we are versus the Vikings, which is going to be such a good game too, I think. Very hard game, but I'll get into why I think that a little later on. But versus the Vikings on December 2nd at 4:25. We then go to week 14 at the Dolphins, which we will see Danny Amendola once again this season at 1 o'clock on December 9th. Then at week 15, we are at the Steelers, which kind of sucks that we're playing them at their stadium. Again, would have been nice to play them at our stadium, but we're at the Steelers on December 16th at 4:25. Week 16, we are versus the Buffalo Bills at 1 o'clock on December 23rd. And then week 17, for our final game, we are versus the Jets at 1 o'clock on December 30th, which I also think we played the Jets on our last game of the regular season last year, so as long as they're not as good as people are thinking, we should be okay. So that was a lot to read. That was, I'm sure, a lot to hear. A lot going on, a lot of information going on. But that is your Patriots final 2018 preseason and regular season schedule. Interesting fact I want to share with you guys that I found is that the Patriots have the 10th easiest schedule in the NFL for 2018 based off 2017 records. So we don't have the easiest NFL schedule, that's for sure. But I guess compared to half of the league, we have one of the easier type schedules. Looking at our schedule, I do think it's pretty hard. Playing the Packers and then playing the Vikings, who got Kirk Cousins, they got Adam Thielen, they have Stephon Diggs, they have their nasty defense. They are a great team. Gotta give them extreme props. That will be a very hard game to pull off. So, like I said, I'm not going to get into games I think we're going to win and lose until we get more close to the season, figure out more moves that the Patriots have made, and kind of make some analysis on everything. With that being said, though, I want to know what you guys think of this schedule this year. Do you think it's easier than last year's schedule? Do you think it's harder than last year's schedule? What games are you most excited for? And even more interesting, what games are you most scared for? From my reactions, you can probably tell that I'm very excited for this Packers game. Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. I guess the winner of that, in some ways, could help define who's better, even though we all know Tom Brady's better. But maybe we'll shut them up if the Patriots finally win this game. Like I said before, I'm also very excited for the Vikings game. I also am pretty excited for the Jaguars game because of how crazy good, well, not crazy good, but very good that their defense is. I think that'll be a very interesting game. I'm also excited for the Titans game because of who the Titans got. You know, the New England Titans or whatever, them stealing basically all of our good players. But it will be a reunion of seeing Malcolm Butler, Dion Lewis, and Logan Ryan, which we already kind of saw that reunion last year, but we will see it once again. The Steelers game is always a thrill to watch, especially with the game last year. It was probably the best game I've seen in a very long time. So the Steelers game is always an interesting one. I can't wait for that. And oddly, I don't know if you guys will find this weird, but I'm excited for the Colts game because of the whole Deflategate. I just think it would be really nice to hopefully blow them out of the park and just get back at them for this whole Deflategate thing again. Lastly, a game that I'm pretty excited for, I would say, is the Chiefs game. They blew us out of the park in week 1 last season. Hopefully we could do that to them this season. I'm curious to see what their quarterback thing issue all will be like. Patriots are usually good against rookie quarterbacks, that being Patrick Mahomes. So ultimately we'll see, but that's another game that I'm pretty excited for. Other than that, guys, I know this was a long video. I know we covered a lot, but this was definitely an important video to make. So without further ado, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video, Pass Nation. We'll give it a shot.